Everybody makes mistakes. Here on Two Daddies Judging Baddies.
Judging Baddies.
We don't make mistakes. That's because we are the most intelligent.
Hung.
Well, I thought you were going to echo for me.
Intelligent.
Yeah, there we go. The most well-endowed.
Well hung men.
And obviously know our way around a woman's anatomy with perfection. So we don't make mistakes. But on Today I Fucked Up Tuesday, we read about people making mistakes, and then we tell you how you can avoid said mistakes in the future.
Yeah, we've never had a mistake. Not
Ever.
once. Not
Ever. Definitely not, becoming podcasters and doing all this stuff.
Trying to make it in the
Like my
influencer range.
My wife will call it a mistake. Our wives will call it a mistake. But we wait till they see.
See, yeah, that's what I've told my wife, and she's just waiting for herself to be right. Which, I mean, if we're having Vegas odds on this, they're probably better for them.
Fuck that shit. Look, at the end of the day, look, Michael can't even talk. If we end up failing, I go back to a box shop. Okay, that was something I was already doing. So look, I'm putting it all on red. I've never gambled before, so I don't know any of the innuendos about gambling. So I'm putting it all on red, and then I'm rolling the dice.
I like when somebody said oh, you don't like to gamble, but you're a card game and playing guy. So
I don't open packs. I buy singles like a smart person.
I saw you open packs after packs after packs when we were filming.
Because they were free. If they were not free, I would not have got them.
You weren't paying for them?
No. You're talking about the ones that Blake gave me at the card shop?
Yeah, all the time. I could have sworn you said you were.
No, that's why I gave them back to the card shop too. Like if someone's like, "Hey, do you want to open this pack?" Sure. If it involves me actually playing the card game, I want to buy the cards that I need for the. That's what's crazy is someone will be like, "Man, I really need this one card from the set," so I bought 2 booster boxes for $300. And then the card will be like $46.
Just buy one.
Yeah,
be done.
That's it.
That's the one you want.
Just buy the card that you want, the card that you need. So today we have 5. Today I fucked up. Dylan obviously has the 2 big ones because we have just found out with the Wolfbeard saga, which wraps up this week, that he is an excellent reader. What is the person that narrator? There you go.
I loved yesterday's episode when we were going. I should have let you read more of the guy's stuff, but I loved that because we were reading through that crazy fucking
we just tag
guy.
teamed it, man.
And then but when you read his little letter, I was like, oh, this is pristine.
Yeah, I wish tomorrow we had another Widowy Wednesday, but we're checking out the what's that one?
Limerence.
We're gonna check out that subreddit. So hopefully next week we get back with the Widowy Wednesday, and then we also have the where's my little sticky note at?
That's the only one you sticky noted.
No, I sticky noted the cup too because there was an episode that I was supposed to do.
Well, there's Friday Sucks or Family Sucks.
No, it's not that one. It's like Cringe or something like that. I forgot what it was. But I'm going to start off this shindig with Today I fucked up by accidentally getting sexual with my dentist again. Common mistake everybody makes. Look,
well, yeah, I mean, you're hopped up on drugs. You just get a little frisky.
I can't tell you how many dentist dicks I have grabbed in my life, okay? More than a guy should.
Can I use that vacuum hose right there, big boy?
Yeah, right. Can I use that to suck out my mouth? All right, I'm gonna read now. I can never go back to my new dentist after 2 visits because I'm an idiot. My dentist is a very nice and professional man. Our first appointment was going pretty smoothly until he made some innocuous remarks about us being strangers. My immediate reply was, "Oh, you're not a stranger. You've been inside of my mouth for 20 minutes." At that point, you know each other. I did not intend to make a sexual joke. His face turned red and he was clearly embarrassed, but he continued on like a true professional. And we were probably both relieved when the appointment was over. I had my second dentist appointment today. I actually mentally prepared myself to be a model patient who didn't say anything weird. Thank you very much. He had been working in my mouth for about 5 minutes. Just don't even work
in
like
my mouth.
That. Yeah. When he started to seem really uncomfortable or something, his face was red and he was breathing a little heavier. Oh, yeah, that's a good fucking mouth you got right there. Like, what do you do if the dentist says that? It's over. The dentist appointment's over.
I mean, you crack a joke.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Depending on how serious he looked. I was a bit concerned and also confused. Like, how could I have embarrassed him this time? I had hardly spoken. So he keeps working in there, and then I realized what the hell is happening. My dentist was wearing grape-flavored gloves. I had been absent-mindedly licking his fingers the entire time, never going back.
I don't think that's absent-minded. I know. Like, I mean, that's
You just trying to get that juicy grape flavor in.
who the fuck has flavored gloves? I've never, like, I mean,
The best dentist.
I've been to the dentist like 5 to 7 times in my life. So,
We actually have another dentist story today, too.
ooh,
Yeah, 2 dentist stories. So
I have
actually
it or do
do
you
the
have it?
3-pager last, because the 3-pager is kind of, it goes in a direction that I didn't think it would go.
I've got both 3-pagers. So which one's
The scuba diver.
jumping into the lakes?
Jumping in the lakes. There you go.
That's the first one, or that's the last?
That's the last one. I want that one last. So you might actually have the other dentist one. You do. Yep.
Got an extra little hair on this here microphone that's annoying me.
But look, if you're playing in my mouth and my mouth is numb, if I'm licking your fingers, as long as, you turn away to get some tools and then you come back and I'm not just, which I mean, it's grape flavored. So
I think it's not a problem, but I think what you would be doing is you'd be like,
anytime we talk about grape flavor, though, you know what immediately pops in my mind? Dylan
terrible
thinks
ass
that
grape jelly.
Dylan thinks that strawberry jelly is better for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yes.
More so than grape jelly, which I have to say would have been a deal breaker had I known this the first day we met.
Everybody on the poll.
I'm not saying that strawberry is a worse flavor than grape. I'm saying when it comes specifically to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, grape jelly on there is just way better.
It's like saying you prefer Taco Bell over street tacos.
That's not even close.
It is.
Not even close.
Grape jelly
I would say
is the most basic jelly.
I would say the race is neck and neck more so than street tacos versus Taco Bell because Taco Bell shits all over street tacos.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you like grape jelly.
No, I mean, if you think about it, think how much street tacos are.
They're delicious.
Think how much Taco Bell is, though.
I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about taste.
Doesn't
flavor.
matter.
Like
that,
what-
you gotta weigh the price versus deliciousness when you are evaluating food.
I had burrito tacos yesterday, and they were delicious.
My wife makes burrito tacos,
They're great.
and now that you've brought it up, she hasn't made them in like a month, and she was like, "Oh, these are on regular rotation." They have not been. She lied to me. All right, Dylan's going to get into our second dentist story.
This is why people turn this off if they've not been fans of us for long. All right, today I fucked up and realized I wasted my whole life. At 22 years of age, took the safest path as a dentist. My advice to people at a similar age.
Before you begin the story, though, I do want keep in mind while you're listening to this dentist complain about his life. Okay. Me and Dylan are podcasters. So reading this story, like I didn't read all the way through it. I skimmed. And what I skimmed from it, I just felt bad the whole time because he's just like, I wasted it all. Made millions and fucking for what? And it's like, to make millions. That's what you do it for. What are you talking about? And then the whole time I'm reading that, I'm just like, yeah, I'm a podcaster, you know? Wow.
Does he wear grape-flavored gloves?
He does not. I digress.
So they don't go together.
So you can continue.
Okay. All right. I think I've wasted my whole life, to be honest. I am Joe. I have been lurking for a while. I created this account to get my story across. I have no idea what I'm planning to achieve by doing so, but I hope it can help those that are at crossroads and are stuck between passion and safety. For the past 15 years of life, I've been a dentist, a path that I chose after leaving a job to study further in the hopes I will make more money. I do not even know why I cared about money when I did not even spend any of it. I met my wife before I started school when I was 20, when I was a risk taker, a dreamer, and wanted to change the world.
You got married at 20, dog.
Yeah. Well, he met his wife at 20.
Oh.
Now I'm in a place where I have chronic pain, a cheating wife, kids who don't love me.
Fuck.
Sorry to laugh at your demise here. A life of staring into mouths all day, a dull brain, no more passions and hopes, no real purpose in life.
I will take the podcast and the non-cheating wife and the living kids for $500, Alex.
Pretty much non-cheating wife and kids who love you. I mean, you can't go wrong there.
You're rich.
You can be destitute other than that. As long as they're like taken care of enough that they're not like homeless and stuff.
I showed you the Christmas photo, right?
You showed me, when they were sitting on.
I'm gonna send you the Christmas photo so you can put it on Patreon, so you can show them, and then you can see how Mike can stay so optimistic while being poor.
I think there's something to be said about being raised poor, and so like I think that I know what I want to do with my life, but I'm comfortable not having money. Like,
yeah.
I've had money like at one point, and like I wasn't rich, but I had made a good living.
We are not going to be those people though that say, "Oh, money don't solve everything," because it does.
It solves a lot of things.
Infinitely happier when we had money. Infinitely happier. So we're not going to be. Good God, I hate it. I hate it when a rich person's just like.
It's the fulfillment though, like because there is something to be said of like happy wife, happy kids. And
it's just
doing something.
It's a now you're spending time with your family stress free when you have money.
Yes,
it's the weight of.
I don't think it's ever stress free though.
What I'm going to do. Well, I mean,
what the stressors are.
I guarantee you, when you have a couple million in the bank, you got a good little system set up, IRA, whatever, Roth IRA, all this mystical, magical words.
We'll get you there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a point where it's just like I can breathe.
Yeah, but like there's different stresses. Like I mean, the work. I hated my job and I hated like the bureaucracy of it. It wasn't that the work was especially hard or anything, but it was soulless work. And if I did take a real like passionate interest in it, it would suck my soul out. And so like I had to like, me and my mom were talking, I had to go help her pick up some furniture today. And that was one of the things that I said is like, it's the like fulfillment that you get from life. And like, yes, you can have a soul sucking job. It's when it becomes completely like unfulfilling and you're just punching the clock and you like lose a piece of yourself. And I guess that's what this guy's talking about.
Dylan will tell you, I cannot wait to get off work to go play Call of Duty with my daughter.
Yeah.
That is like that's my number one. He's like, Mike, we just got to focus on work. And I'm just like, I'm just thinking about play. It's just,
well, see,
it's
but that's the
magical.
difference between me and you is I'm the type of person where I'm like, let's get our fucking work done so that we can spend our time as stress-free as possible.
Right.
You don't give a fuck about getting the work done. You're just like, well, I got to go play with my daughter.
And then the next day I'm just like, fuck, why?
Yes.
Why? Now I'm behind and I got to catch up. And
I'm very much like the do the work now because I want to play.
But that's
later.
why it's so good that we met each other though, is because I don't think my impulsiveness was conducive for success.
Not for continuous. Like,
so, meeting you, and me and Dylan have talked about this off camera, is I really do view Dylan as like the older brother I never had. Like I had older brothers, but they were just shit. Like they didn't know anything about fucking taxes or anything like that, any kind of shit. So now I have someone who is responsible, like a direct role model that I work with every day. And yeah, sometimes I drag you down and you be out there smoking cigarettes with me. But that's why it feels like brother shit right there.
Yeah. No, and I mean that's the thing. And Mike I met 2 years ago, or over 2 years ago now, versus Mike now. Totally different animals. Like
he's slowly molding me into.
If I would have like met that Mike, if you would have showed me the two Mikes, I would have been like, no, I don't want to jump on board with that. Like
Right.
I did because I saw the vision and passion. But like, had I known all of it, I would have been like, fuck no,
Fuck
no
that,
way,
yeah.
no way. But the Mike that I know now is a totally different. And like, but I'm still, like I want to go spend time with my kids too.
It's a everyday thing too, man. It is.
I want to
really.
get. I'm the eat your dinner before
Right.
you have dessert. You're the let's have dessert first all the time,
Dylan
every day, every single day.
They're already saying it. You're the mom of the podcast, right?
I still think I'm the dad, but yeah.
But the dad, the mom,
responsible,
you're the parent of the podcast.
yeah.
It doesn't.
Which I guess depends on which family you're in.
Look, that's obviously listeners gender rolling you.
They are. They gendered
So,
me.
RLKYS, guys.
We can make that shirt.
We do need to make that shirt. We need to make podcast shirts because we have a shirt company. And I'm just like, I want the people to get shirts.
We digress and we continue.
Yeah, we digress. Fuck, we're getting real off.
I wanted to work as a social worker and an educator. Yeah, those are, you would have not feel soul sucked on either of those either.
Right. As soon as you see like crackheads and, upper management saying, there's nothing you can do. They got to stay there.
Or an educator where it's like, oh yeah, these kids are failing. Oh, just push them on through. Don't invest any time. They just have to pass this test that they tested on before the test of the test.
At least with teeth, you're actually helping people.
Yes. Mostly rich people, but that can afford a dentist. But I digress and I continue. But my parents and wife thought that I could help people in other ways that pay well. They convinced me to take dentistry, and I did. I hated every minute of school. I did not want to be in a place where my back would ache, neck would ache, and it was not solving the real cause of the problem, but just the result of what happens after people let go of their teeth. All my friends convinced me that it will be rewarding, and I will make a lot of money when I'm out of school, and I let them. When I was a young man, I wanted to do so many things. I used to play music. I wanted to become a musician. I wanted to be a teacher, raising future people who could change the world. I loved physics and mathematics, but my parents told me to follow money instead of passion.
Y'all hear how this motherfucker's reading a goddamn story, man? I feel so replaceable on this podcast because Dylan gets into narration mode, and I'm just like enthralled.
Well, just wait till I start flubbing all the words because that's coming.
But even when you flub it, when you're in narration mode, when Wolfbeard happened, I was just like, why do you not read every story?
I mean, I remember when we first started. You're like, no, dude, I'll handle it.
Yeah, I got the entertainment. I got the what the people call the it factor. You might not know what it is, but I sure do have it. And we got like a month, and I was like, we're splitting these bitches up.
Yeah, no, I think we're growing. I think it's good. All right, so parents told me to follow money instead of passions. I agree that parents probably would say that, but also I think they were just trying to guide you to not
fuck up,
not only look for passion, because there are a lot of careers that you could face, and then you just end up in a factory. Like, I mean, yes, you could be a musician and end up in a factory. You could be a teacher and then realize that, I get paid better and have less responsibility in a factory.
I worked in a factory with one of the band members from IC Stars. And I was just like, I've never heard of that band. And then he showed me their Facebook page, and they had 1 million likes. And I was like, wow. And then I was like, yeah, we're about to go tour Mexico, but I just had a baby. Don't tell the other band members that I'm working here. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know any other band members.
Yeah, like some of the most talented people I know work a regular job. And there's no shame in either side of it. Like, but, your parents were trying to guide you to do kind of both. Because as a dentist, I'm sorry, if you don't have a hobby or something, that's on you, not on you being a dentist. Like, yeah, everybody's feet ache and neck aches and back aches. And like, I don't say woe is you for being a dentist that's probably driving a fucking Land Rover and, taking his kids to private school.
Right.
Like, today I have 2 kids, a wife, and they all expect me to provide them with a luxurious lifestyle. I have never cared for money. The most enjoyable time in my life was when I was sleeping on a futon in a rental, running a small business, selling jars of jam made with strawberries from a local farm. You knew this was in there before you even started.
I did not. No, I skimmed.
But you saw strawberries, and you're like, nah, fuck that. Grape jelly.
I should have just like marked it out, whited it out.
Well, see, and I'm a strawberry jam. Like, I like the chunks. You are a grape.
What's the difference between jelly and jam?
Whether it has like, jelly is just straight up, like there's no fruit substances in there. It's just a single jelly.
Right.
But the
actually, it's because you can't jelly your way into somebody's asshole. So, but continue.
Yeah. You got me. I can jelly my way into your asshole.
Yeah, it still kind of works though because of KY jelly, but still, it's really funny how I asked you a joke and then you like started going into the. But I did learn something too. So.
Yeah. Well, then there's difference between preserves and all that. I don't know all that, but maybe it's strawberry preserves. I don't know. I like big chunks of strawberries in my strawberry, whatever the hell I eat. All right.
We got to get through the story.
Yep. I had a small business selling jars of jam made with strawberries from a local farm and also working as a tutor for a bunch of spoilt kids. Spoilt with a T. I had very little, but I was happy. I feel like I should have become an educator, business owner instead of taking a career I hate. From the past 15
Where did business owner come from?
I mean, aren't most dentists business owners too?
Oh, I thought he said I should have become an educator business owner.
Yeah, he did because he was selling jars of jelly.
Oh, yeah.
Or jam. From the past 15 years, I've developed chronic pain from doing dentistry, gained at least 20 kilos, made $1 million, but for what? I can't even do anything because of my chronic back pain. After becoming a dentist, I worked 9 to 4, 5 days a week. I would come back home exhausted, plan my next day, manage the business side of things, have dinner with my kids and wife, sleep and repeat. Have a few weeks here and there as holidays where I would take my family away for a vacation.
I do want to just tell the listener that's 35 hours a week he was working.
Yeah, and that's not including lunch if he took a lunch break.
Right, yeah, probably took an hour lunch. So Buddy's working 30 hours a week, and it's just like, and my body's destroyed because of it.
Well, and I'm sorry, but like, if you are a business owner, he's talking about, plan my next day. You should have somebody doing that for you, and then manage the business side of things. For the most part, you can afford accountants, fucking people to take care of. Like,
if you have $1 million,
dental assistants, like you've got plenty of people that can help you run your practice. Like, yes, you do have to be present in that, but if you're overworked in that department, it's because you didn't hire the right people to help you take care of that side of stuff. You should basically be the talent that comes in and is like, oh, done. All right, I'll see you guys later. And come in tomorrow.
Yeah, the nurse
what you're doing.
The nurse will help you check out and everything.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a shit ton on his plate for that side of things. But my kids don't even talk to me anymore. My wife and I have not had sex for months, and I'm 100% that she's cheating on me with a better-looking man who is older than me. I have seen her phone and confirmed this, but I will not bring it up because I don't have anyone except her left in my life. She has been my only support throughout this, and if she leaves, I have nothing left. My kids will probably be split and hate their dad because their mom has raised them. My life feels like a joke. She's probably banging like another dentist that has his shit together.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
that's probably what's happening.
That has he doesn't complain about working 30 hours a week and has assistants and stuff to really help the business out.
I remember when I was in my 20s, I used to be popular with the girls. I had countless opportunities to go out with girls I found more attractive than my wife, but I didn't because I cared for her. In hindsight, I should have just done what I wanted to. Maybe my wife would still be attracted to me. I would be healthier and fitter. I feel like you could do nice guy voice for this.
Yeah, I mean, he used kilos, so I don't know. He used kilos and then dollars.
I remember when I was in my 20s. I can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it. Don't mess with perfection.
Yeah, I mean, you're just one of those guys, so it fits.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, listen. Let's just say you don't know what I'm capable of. Me and my daughter do that shit in public all the time. It's the greatest shit ever.
If I had my life all over again, I would not settle down so early. I would date more and find more interesting friends. I would never choose to be a dentist. I should have stuck to my passion for business, physics, teaching, music, etc. Even though I would have been broke, I think I would not have cared. I would wake up every day working towards a better future, working harder because I am not handed money on a silver platter. The list can go on. I feel that it is too late to go back to pursue my passions now. My kids have expectations. My wife has expectations. Society thinks that I am useful and important. Sorry if this is a long read, but I just had to say it. I truly have made a joke out of the one life I was given by choosing money, stability, safety, other people's opinions over my real passions. To all the people stuck between money, stability, safety, and passions, just chase your passions, because the safe path does not guarantee that you'll live a life that is worth living. He's got an edit.
Before you get into the edits, I do want to state that the number one, the highest occupation, the occupation with the highest suicide rate is dentists. And I don't think homie has any proof that his wife cheated on him. From the whole thing, the whole post that he posted, I think he's just depressed. And I don't know what it is about fucking with people's teeth all day. Maybe it's being near gas. I don't fucking know why so many dentists are depressed. I think dude's just depressed.
Yeah, but I mean...
Because just every aspect of his life is woe is me.
Yeah, and I think that's just a victim mentality that you can get into. Like, I mean, honestly, you could get there with box making. Like, you can get there...
And my wife's banging other people, and my kids will like the new guy because he's way cooler. And I would be cool, too, if I just bang some... And it's just... I just think he's like, midlife crisis.
Yes.
Just super depressed.
I'm just rich, and I don't have anything fulfilling in my life. I'm just rich. Okay. And I get that that's not like a fulfilling thing, but if you are that rich, sell off your fucking house.
Do some drugs, dog. It'll fulfill a part of you.
Well, sell off your house and make your lifestyle way fucking smaller.
Go sell jam. If you got $1 million, you could sell your house. Go sell jam all day.
Yeah.
All the jam you want to.
There's a way out if you have money in the bank. And like, if your wife is banging somebody else, sell the fucking house, kick her to the curb, and then do
the
whatever
one thing
the
you
fuck
do have
want.
with a lot of money is options.
Yes.
So to just sit here and be like, well, I have lost.
Go find yourself on the fucking Appalachian Trail, or go try to climb Mount Everest. Like,
buy a Corvette, something, man.
Do rich people shit.
Right.
Well, he's over in like Australia or England or something. All right, edit. I was not expecting this post to get so much attention as it has. I just posted it as a whim to tell at least someone about it. I was very emotional at the time and did not proofread anything that I typed. Honestly, reading your thoughts, encouragement, and most importantly, your own personal stories, I feel like I'm gaining a new perspective at life and how I can change it for the first time in a very long time. I feel that maybe this is not the end. I don't have to die a slave to a system that doesn't support my life or adds any value to my life. I will put down answers to recurring questions below as they come and keep you guys updated on what I will do with my life in this post. Thank you, Reddit, for giving me hope. The end.
Yeah, there's no updates after that. Yep, not a singular update. Yep, he gone. That's the one thing I did read because I was like, I'm gonna take out the useless awards and stuff, edits like that, and I saw that edit and I was like, okay, I'll keep that in there. I was like, well, wait a minute, where's the? You never.
This was 10 years ago. There was no update.
Yeah, he never updated. So
somebody posted his obituary down below.
R.I.P. that guy. Yeah, just very, very sad. The 30 hours a week it's tough. God, I don't know what it is too. It's just when he was growing up with his parents, it was easy. Like he's never really had it hard. So now that he has it just absolute, I guess the easiest, I don't understand. I guess he wants adversity in his life. I don't fucking know.
Well, I'm not saying that it was easy, but like you built this life, you're in this position, and you're choosing to not change it or do anything with it. Like that's a choice. You're not boxed in. Like, yes, if you've built your lifestyle to where it's really expensive, you're gonna have to cut some shit and figure out how to get out of it. But you're not locked in to being a rich dentist. You could be a very well-off jam maker.
Jam seller, yeah. You could do everything. I mean, you could go to, I'm pretty sure they'll just let anybody be a social worker now.
Well, and you could sell your business. Like you have a list of clients, you have all this stuff. Another dentist that's especially coming into this business will buy that off of you if they can. Like, so you have options to get the fuck out of this.
Oh, well, look, he never updated, so.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Today I fucked up by giving my son permission to beat his bully's ass. My son was born with a condition called pectus excavatum. I just said a Harry Potter spell right there. In layman's terms, his chest is sunken in. What was that, bird chest? What do they call it, bird chest? I don't know what they call it. His condition was so bad that he only had 2.5 inches between his sternum and his spine.
Oh, fuck.
And his heart and lungs were bruised because of it. In December, he had surgery to correct it, and they put 2 nickel bars in his chest to give it space and train his bones to grow correctly. About 3 weeks after his surgery, a kid punched him and dislodged the top bar he had and had to have another surgery to put the bar back in place. The kid has been through a lot. Well, the doctor cleared him for most activities last week. Just no skateboarding, bike riding, but he can now lift his backpack and go hang out with friends and play pickup, non-contact sports. Unbeknownst to me, a kid in this class had been bullying him all semester. Is it the same kid that punched him in the chest? And because my son was afraid of getting hit again, he just took it. Well, by the evening he was cleared, he came to me and said, "Dad, I'm cleared now. A kid has been bullying me and hitting me for months. Can I kick his ass?" Well, my son isn't really a fighter. He's fought with his brothers, but never anyone else, and he's always gotten his ass kicked. So I just figured he was just talking. But this is the first time I heard about the bullying, and I was concerned. I could tell he was distressed about the situation, so I told him to knock the fucker out. He just nodded and went to his room. Now, that's how you know he's going to knock the fucker out, though. If he's like, oh, yeah, like trying to hype himself up. No, he's already like, all right, yes, now. That was my stupid ass in 6th grade when my dad came by and I told him I was getting bullied. And he was like, you just got to punch him in the face. I was like, punch him in the face? Oh, okay. I just walked away. I was like, all right, punch him in the face. The very next day. Now, his older brother is a tough son of a bitch. He had traumatic brain injury past 2 years, and he missed a year. God damn,
that's a rough family, dude.
He missed a year of school, so he's in the same grade and coincidentally takes the same class. I talked to him about it and told him to handle it, but don't get in trouble. He told me that the kid walks in every day and punches my son in the head. Right? You punch my brother in the head. Me and my brother getting our ass whooped together. I don't give a fuck how big you are. You punching my boy in the head? I asked him why he allowed that to happen, and he said he wanted his brother to get tough, and once he was tired of getting hit, he would do something about it. While I kind of agreed with his thinking, I instructed him to handle it without getting in trouble. The next morning, I took them both to school and then drove back home to get my younger daughter, who goes to a different school that starts later. On the way to take her to school, my wife calls me. Have you taken blank to school yet? Well, after you do, go pick up your son. He got in a fight. I just assumed it was my oldest son. Imagine my surprise when I walked into the school office to see my younger son with a grin, who was grinning from ear to ear. He was beaming. He pointed to another kid sitting in the chair holding an ice pack on his face, saying, I warned him. I was so proud. He had walked into class, sat down, and the kid popped him in the head like always. My older son got up to intervene, but before he could, my son decked the kid with one punch. He said the kid was bawling on the floor and that it was the best day of his life. He got suspended for 3 days. I guess that's just it because I stapled it like halfway down the page like a fucking monkey using a stapler.
You're good at stapling.
Jesus. Edit 1. The kid who punched my son in the chest was one of his friends. It wasn't malicious, just 2 boys clowning around. He was horrified that he hurt my son. The bully punched my son in the head every day. Once he found out my son couldn't do anything about it, he just kept on. My son wasn't the only one he bullied either. Also, the bully's brother came to my son later and told him that he warned him once. Also, the bully's brother came to my son later and told him that he had warned him once my son could fight, that he was going to get his ass kicked. Edit 2. My son has some social anxiety, and since the fight, he has made a lot of new friends. He used to hate going to school, but now he's disappointed that school is out for summer. Crazy.
So read the title again.
Time I fucked up by giving my son permission to beat his bully's ass.
There's not a single bit of fuck
right.
up
There's
in there.
not a that. Look, and here's the thing too is with my kids, they know how to throw a jab, they know how to throw a straight. I know my middle son, he wants to get into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu real bad, which I'm more of a learn a stand-up, because Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is hard, because if someone's just like, I'm going to bite you, it's really hard to avoid that shit. Like to avoid someone not fighting fair. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's going to pull hair and shit like that.
You just said bite you?
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, throw on a fucking triangle choke in a street fight. I'm going to bite a chunk out of your fucking thigh meat. Like that's... And it's a lot harder. You have to be highly skilled in that, where like a stand-up martial art and just a little bit of takedown defense, like try to bite me while I'm trying to kick you in the face. I mean, it's a lot different. I don't want my kids going to school and fighting, but also a kid has to learn that you're not going to be fucked with. And here's the thing. There could be 10 fuckers at that school that like to fuck with people. The first person that fucks with one of my kids and then my kid punches him in the face, that lets the other 9 know that this kid isn't to be fucked with, because he's going to punch you in the fucking face. And it does teach a very valuable lesson.
Yeah. See, with the title of that, I was like, is it a girl that's beating him up? Like when he went upstairs, like I thought he was going to beat his brother because his brother was in the same, I was waiting for the fucked up part, and there was nothing. That was a perfectly executed, the kid fucked around long enough to get this kid healed up, and then he found out. There's no today I fucked up at all. That's a perfect story.
Right, and I don't know, kudos on the parenting that, that is always talk to your children, because you won't know if they're being bullied or not, and that is something you need to be, you just need to be very open and, what's the word? Communicative. I guess that's a good one, a good way to put it. But you need to be very, you're putting effort into it. You know what I'm saying? What's the word?
Trying.
Yeah, whatever. Just put some effort into your relationship with your kids to learn about that, because I get tired of seeing the whole, a kid went to school with a gun and then shot somebody, and I was like, oh fuck. was he like crazy? It was like, nah, he just got bullied every day and the teachers wouldn't do shit. And I was like, well, like, what the fuck is he so, like, imagine being a child and you have, you think the whole world revolves around your school life.
Well, it does. I mean, it does.
It does, yeah. I mean, perception is reality. So your whole world revolves around that school life. And then if you're getting picked on at school and you've told teachers about it and you've told parents about it and nobody's there to help you, imagine how hopeless and like backed into a corner you feel.
Well, see, that's the type of stuff that you go down to the school. Because a lot of times, like, I'm sorry, there's good teachers out there. There's bad teachers, just like every other profession.
Right.
A lot of times the teachers participate and they're not like the leader that they're supposed to be. They're just like there, and whatever keeps the class calm, they'll fucking let slide. And so, yeah, like a bully will come in and they won't fucking do jack shit to a bully. Or like the bully's sly enough to get away with it. And like, I'm sorry, if a couple kids come up to you and tell you that kid's a fucking shithead, believe that the kid's a fucking shithead and keep an eye on him rather than just allowing him to terrorize the whole fucking class. But they're too worried about getting through their day.
Oh, we got 1,000 kids here.
Yeah.
Do you really think I got? Yeah, you could keep up with the one that's a shit. Here's the thing: if 3 kids go to you complaining about a kid, you don't have to keep eyes on those 3 kids. You need to keep eyes on the one kid that's causing the fucking problems. That's how you stop that shit.
Yeah, wait for him to fuck up or them.
Have you met my school shooter friend? Mm-mm. Damn, I got to show you his picture after the.
The only one I've met is your buddy that helped us with one of the skits, I think, one time. Other than the crew that we did.
Oh no, that's not him. I'm not gonna name drop him on this.
Well, I'm not gonna name your other friend either. Like
right. So he had threatened to, I guess, take violence at school or something like that, and people were like, "You're really friends with that guy?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was a kid. He was a child.
Yeah.
He was a child. He has not murdered anybody. He has not done anything crazy. You know, he's a chubby kid and is a nerd and is obviously going to get picked on a lot. Had a really hard home life and stuff like that. Obviously fell back into a corner. The funniest thing is, though, his mugshot from when he got arrested at school looks exactly like Lee Harvey Oswald. And they did it in black and white, too, which I guess they were like, ooh, this is why we're going to do this just so it's like doubly funny. So because he really does look like him.
That's cool.
Good kid. Just like all around good guy. Just got married this year.
Congrats to a person that is unnamed.
Never thought it was going to happen. Thought he would die a virgin, but look.
There's somebody out there for everybody.
For everybody. That's right.
All right. So today I fucked up by jumping into a lake in my bra and panties to save a man that turned out to be an elite military scuba diver in training.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. That's like a good way to put it, though, because, you know, you jump into like rough waters and then he's just like, I'm an expert.
And I mean, you give him a show. Bra and panties, like,
right,
if you're going to save me, like, yeah, bra and panties, do it.
There we go. Look, now I know when I save Dylan to throw in some bra and panties.
Oh, I mean, you already have them on. You just take off
the rest of your just clothes. Take off the upper layer and then you can see them.
I'm couch surfing with my sister and her boyfriend. I work for him at the lakeside bar, trying to pay for college. My state is open, and this is a COVID story. My state is open, and while I'm not thrilled, I need both the job and my scored sofa accommodations to make it work. To give them their space and myself a break from the doom scrolling, I take a run by the lake in the mornings. This lake is bomb ass and draws scuba divers to the flooded town at the bottom. Today, I was in my own head running when a dark mass floated to the surface 40 feet away. I was on the craggy side of the lake, and this dude looked dead. D-E-A-D, dead.
Done, cooked.
Facing away from me, his head was tipped back, eyes closed, bobbing like a fishing lure. No one else was around, so I thought he was quantum crazy. Damn, they are fucking writing this thing.
Right, they are very into the story.
So I thought he was quantum crazy out here scuba diving alone at the crack ass of dawn, giving himself the bends or some nonsense. Like a jackass, I didn't yell at him to check in. Instead, I towed off my shoes and stripped to my skivvies to save the imbecile. The movie trailer in my head had me taking 3 glorious steps and launching into the deep blue water, Black Widow style. Instead, my tender feet hit the sharp rocks, and I contorted under the pain like a slinky as I uncoordinatedly pitched myself into the water, doing a side flop. I was also wearing my contacts, so I swam hard in his direction with my eyes closed. When I opened them, he He was dead ass staring at me like I'd lost my ever-loving mind. So I blurted, "Are you okay?" He removed the regulator and incredulously said, "Yes." My brain blue-screened while I tread water. The lake felt infinitely deep. Before I could terrify myself by hearing the Jaws theme song, I turned to nope the hell out of there, yelling over my shoulder, "I thought you needed saving," to explain my idiocy. As I pivoted, another dude cleared his throat from 30 feet away on the other side. I never heard a sound from him, so I freaked out, failing and belting an ear-wounding scream at him. Both asshats laughed as a few more heads surfaced around us. I was surrounded by divers, all wildly entertained by my ridiculous high-octane FU, or fuck-up. After pointing to me and the beach, the merman that was my original target cautiously swam towards me after I nodded and escorted me to the shore. The beach was much further than I had anticipated, so I was trying to low-key breathe, hiding my need to suck all of the O2 from the air. Also, the comedy of the situation consumed me and I started to giggle. Finally, I joked, "Dude, you're lucky you weren't actually dying, because it would have taken everything I have to drag your sorry ass this far." He chuckled before offering me a toe. T-O-W, not T-O-E.
Please suck on this.
Here's my toe.
Here's my toe.
Are you into feet?
Yes, where we're from, when you falsely try to save somebody, you must now suckle their toes.
Hell no, not gonna happen. Even if I had to doggy paddle, I wouldn't openly accept that defeat. He quietly mocked me the rest of the way to the shore. I am a secret sap for it. They were cadets or recent graduates from a military college here for the summer. They've been training in pools and were doing some open water exercises. They had been out there at least part of the night. I'm sure I blew up whatever drill they were running. He's training for pre-dive school, and since I'm an expert Googler, I'm guessing that means combat diving. At the shore, I did my best to throw my shoulders back and march out of the water in my sports bra and undies in front of what I can only imagine are some pretty badass men. I did invite him and his clandestine crew for an absurdly overpriced beer at the bar tonight before shame jogging back into the woods for my clothes. Here's a too long didn't read, but we're not going to read.
Yeah, I should have deleted that, but
now we got edits 1 through 7.
they're
now married.
They are pertinent. Well, I mean, once you say military school, basic training, anything like that, if I hear two people even smile, like if I see a woman and a guy who is young and in the military smile at each other, I'm like, 2 weeks they're married. That's it. That it's signed, sealed, delivered.
Oh, this is not. I mean, it's in the States. Edit number 1. It's Lake Jocassee. I imagine I sounded that or said that wrong. So whoever's from South Carolina, tell us how we're.
I was in South Carolina with the alligators. Nah, not me. Not me. I ain't going out there with them alligators. You just gonna die.
Also, the merman cheated. He was wearing a floaty vest and fins, that bastard. Okay, I'll admit there is part of me that is attracted to his mysterious appearance from the Shadow Realm, and I'm definitely imagining that he's constructed from some kind of aluminum steel alloy. But he was also funny and kind. I was vibing his proclivity for witty and sarcastic comments and have a million questions I want to ask him. Ha! Okay, at work now and had to turn off the notifications because you snipers are blowing me up. No, that's snippers. You snippers?
I don't know.
They're double P, so gotta
Maybe
be
it's
snippers.
maybe it's like a snarker. You know
She's
what I'm
got
saying?
a vocabulary, so it
She
probably
does.
means something. You snippers are blowing me up. To all the ladies giving advice earlier, yes, I left the dragonflies at home and went full cute sundress and Jesus sandals. Tried to wear my hair straight, but it's hot as hate out here. And I imagine she meant like Hades, but she just wrote hate.
Right.
She just, not solid.
Because
on
hate's
this.
cold, right?
Yeah, it's cold.
Or that's revenge. It could be revenge and hate.
Best served cold. All right, so it's hot as hate out here, and it'll be beach wave sweaty before long. My sister's boyfriend has blabbed the whole thing, and all of the staff is in full-on ribbing mode. Kind of great, actually. They are currently reading the Reddit posts, so they are cracking at you people, too. So,
What do you mean by you people?
yeah,
Racist. Whoa. Trigger warning.
How'd you know all the commenters were black? So,
Typical Redditor.
So even if he doesn't show, we're going to have a great night. We have a long way to go since it's just the dinner crowd, but thanks for making my day great, people. Edit number 3. Solid dinner crowd, but no Merman. Our frog prince, as you people have started to call him. Our lakeside drinking crew will start rolling in another 1 to 2 hours. I thought you salty bastards of Today I Fucked Up would chew me up and spit me out, but look at all of you showing up in the name of love. You guys are awesome. Even if I get ditched, it was worth the day with you. Edit 4, 1 hour later. Still no show. Edit number 5. He showed. Holy shit. A little bit ago. Yes, I was as dorky as you would have imagined, and now I'm typing this from the bathroom like a dumbass again, but I feel like you people are in for the ride with me.
God, just leave your racism out of it. God.
You people. He's handsome and funny, and he smells great. Yes, I hugged him. I'm Southern. It's what we do. Not the smelling, the hugging. He's nice and smart and keeps defending me from my jackass friends at the bar, who have almost called him Merman to his face. I think he low-key likes that everyone knew who he was, but not sure how he'll feel about being a Reddit celebrity. I've learned a lot about him, but it wouldn't be fair to share without his permission. His whole crew did not come, only one, and his bud immediately started flirting with my coworker. That's a good sign, I think. Holy shit, you'd think I'd never met up with a guy before. Also, my friend straight up asked him if he saw my dragonfly undies that look like penises with massive glow-in-the-dark turquoise blue balls. You didn't describe that in the story.
Yeah, you didn't tell us about those in the story.
That's a good detail to know. Only she used the Reddit version. Thanks for the nickname, Reddit. We don't have that either.
Yeah, we don't. None of that.
He didn't answer, but smirked the truth to me after she left. It was cheeky but cute. He's also been sharing some of the shit that he's been taking today from being saved. He has the same self-deprecating sense of humor as me. I think we are vibing. So that's all the updates for tonight. He's getting the rest of my attention. Keep sending me those good vibes and peace, people. Edit number 6. Last and final update. Lies. There's an edit 7.
Right.
Last and final update because you guys are not letting up. I know this may seem weird since I posted this whole situation into cyberspace for everyone to see, but yesterday it was just a comical story about a guy I didn't think I would ever see again. Something funny to share when we all need a giggle. Today? Well, it feels different to talk about him now that we spent some time together. I like him. There's chemistry and similar interests, and we have plans to see each other again. I don't need the pressure of Reddit to help screw things up. You guys know I'm a bit of an expert in that regard. That's all. So go do something you love and find a way to at least balance the doom scrolling with some belly laughs. Sending much love to each of you. Edit 7. Final update. Updates. You people keep screaming over 3 weeks later. Don't you have better things to do than pester me about my love life? Ha! The merman, the frog prince, the dashing man from depths, the king of the shadow realm, and many other nicknames that Reddit has bestowed. It's still very much in my life. He's better than I can describe with my mortal words. Fangirl him if you must, but because I will understand. Thank you all for the well wishes and positivity that this post has given. I hope something amazing and magical happens to each of you, and if it happens to be shamefully funny, I hope you will share because we all need as many laughs as we can get. Be safe, everyone.
How much later was that last edit?
Oh wait, there's number 8. 4 weeks in, we're married.
No, I was about to say how long did it take for the last edit to happen?
3 weeks.
Oh yeah, they were already married and then
Divorced.
They'd been through so many arguments that they were already wanting to renew their wedding vows in Hawaii. So yeah,
and she's selling some MLM massage oils.
That's right. Yeah, Herbalife. If you don't want your child to die of cancer, rub this oil on them, and then you rub this stress reducing oil on you. Okay, and you can get both oils from me for 2 easy payments of $59.99.
And if you want to sign up for my OnlyFans, it's
right, girl. But I can actually have you sign up underneath me, okay? And then everybody's gonna want to buy from a girl who has a child with cancer. Like, duh, you're the perfect person to have working underneath me because then we got a cancer kid funnel going on, and it goes to my hun and the hun before her. Like, imagine. You know how it's like my father and his father before me. It's just like my hun and her hun before her. MLMs are crazy.
In all truthfulness, that was a very cute story.
Oh yeah,
and that's really like they were not looking for love it per se, but it's a good way to like just.
But they found it. Sometimes love just finds you. I think love always, unless you got to pay for it, like love always finds you.
If you pay for it, is it real?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she did look at me differently than the other guys, so could it be that you were tipping her? And I was like, well, yeah, but everybody else was too, but you should have seen how she was reacting to me.
Were you tipping her more? Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, like my whole paycheck's gone, but fuck.
But
all right, so this last story, and you're like, woo, 5, wow. This is because I half-ass think that we've read it on the podcast before.
Well, and we're not at an hour yet, so.
But I'm not sure. But no, I mean, I printed them out. This was the fourth one that I had gotten for this one, and then I was like, I feel like I've read it because we've read a lot of stories like this. So I just printed out the get into the fight. The son got into the fight as the last one.
Yeah.
So today I fucked up by agreeing to an open relationship. To put things into perspective, I, male 20, and my girlfriend, female 21, have been dating together for 4 years and a bit. Typical high school sweethearts, we wanted to move away and start our own lives after college. We decided to spice things up a bit and open, in quotations, up our relationship a little. It was pretty much a joint decision, but looking back, she was kind of insistent on the whole sex is fun, also in quotations, idea.
I mean, sex is fun. That's no need for quotations on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've never been doing that. I was like, man, I'm just bored. Like,
should we call this fun?
Right. Yeah. What is this? Is it fun? Are you having fun right now?
Sex is fun. Adding somebody else to your bedroom, that's where the quotations come in. But sex in general is fun.
That's why I like being the guy, man, because we get to, you know what I'm saying? We did make jokes on the last episode how, guys do a lot of the work.
Yeah,
we put in a lot, but that's the good thing about it too, is we can make it as fun as we want to do it. So
she says, hurry up.
Yeah, right. Well, what is this? And it was like, I have trained myself to be a master of relation. And she's like, just fucking do it.
You're not having fun? Okay, I'll finish.
She is on a night out with some friends when she phones me and asks if the whole open relationship thing is still cool, explaining she met a guy, male 24, and asked for me to pay for a hotel because she wasn't working at the time. I agreed.
No.
Cuckold.
No. Negative.
We have entered a new world.
If you want to fuck some other guy, you pay for the hotel.
That's on your dime or his dime.
His dime, yeah.
You fucking broke people.
I'm not paying for some other guy to lay it down.
I tell her to go for it. She does. She texts me to say that she had a good night and that all was well. The week after, she mentions she's meeting up with this guy again. Wasn't expecting it, but I'm cool with it. Again, asked for me to pay for her hotel. A decision I would live to regret. She doesn't text me the entire night. Weird, but okay, maybe she's just having a good time. The next day, I receive a load of messages about how she needs a break, in quotations, from everything, in quotations, right now. Meeting this guy has apparently opened her eyes. Yeah, he laid it down.
And her butt cheeks.
Right. A little more conversation and we're over. She's completely cut me out of her life. I check her Snapchat story and of course she's with him. I've heard from her friends that they are dating now. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Kudos. You got rid of somebody that you should not be with.
Right. Look, every time we get a story and it's a guy that's like, I thought we should be in an open relationship. Honestly, any of the ones that say open relationship, it's never the guy, you know what I'm saying? It's always the girl getting play and never the guy.
Well, the whole thing is like open relationships, those things are weird. Like I think it has to be, you guys legitimately have to say like, okay, we want to have our fun, but we won't catch feeling but it's always going to happen. Like I've never, and I imagine they're out there. It's like a unicorn. Like there's somebody out there that has a perfectly open relationship and they're happy together and they just have their fun and whatever. For the most part, somebody's going to catch feelings. It's going to go sideways and then you're no longer a couple. So like for most people, that does not make sense. And it is, you have to decide whether you're cool with that being a very likely outcome.
So I told you guys that my wife was with a woman for 9 years. And so obviously when you're married and stuff like that, you're like, listen, obviously it was once on the table.
You liked it.
Yeah, you liked it. We have proof. But she was like, she's just too jealous and she would stab a bitch, which, yeah, fuck yeah. I get that. I could never do it. I would never, that's one thing. Cause you're like, people would catch feelings. I would never catch feelings for anybody.
Yeah. But like there's in an open relationship, technically both people can go off and, she could go with another guy, girl, whatever. There's a chance that it could happen.
That ain't happening. At no point during my previous relationships.
I'm not saying you.
Was I like, dick,
I'm not saying you're going to catch feelings for your big black boyfriend. I'm just saying that
I have caught feelings. All
well,
right.
See? So you said it's not going to happen, and it's happening right now. So which is it, Mike?
He made me dinner tonight.
But no, it's one of those cases where I don't understand. And to each their own. I'm not passing judgment or anything.
Absolutely.
But I know for me, throughout my time of dating people, after a couple weeks of spending time with somebody, I develop some sort of feelings of I like this person. I want to spend more time with this person. And if you're doing that inside of your marriage, to keep that away is really, really hard to do.
Marriage is already a balance of devoting time to somebody and to growing a relationship. And then when you add another person into that, now it's being split between two people. What was probably not enough is being split. So
yeah,
look, anytime I know somebody and they're like, yeah, we're thinking about doing that, I'm just like, go for it. Shoot for the moon. Shoot for the moon. You have plenty of evidence that says that this is not going to work out.
That's like you wanting to watch NASCAR for the wrecks.
Yeah.
You're go for it. Yeah. That's
yeah, absolutely. And then you're fucking 200 laps in and you're like, God, this is fucking boring.
What is going on?
Right. This is fucking terrible.
You guys are working it out? No, I wanted to watch it go down.
I thought it happened all the time. And it's like, nah, man, that's just this dude's had the lead. I swear to God. I think I was 20, 21. I was with Amy. And her dad was watching NASCAR. And it was this crazy ass finish. I watched the last 3 laps. They kept doing cautions and shit like that. And it was real crazy about how it ended. And I was like, that was fucking dope. And then I was like, oh, so I can the next week when the race was on, I sat down. And I got 10 laps in and I was like, fuck, is this all they do? And he was like, this is it. This is living the dream right here. And I was just like, nah, not my sport, not my problem.
See, I went to a race up in, what was it? Not Richmond, I don't think.
No, I went to Richmond. That's what ruined my life.
There was somewhere up in Virginia, and I went up there.
Martinsville.
And when I went up there, the tailgating was a blast. And then I went in, and it was just loud and fucking obnoxious and drunk people and trash everywhere. And I was like, I'd rather go back out to the camper and just
I'd rather watch it on TV. Yeah.
But being tailgating at a Panthers game, it's fun. There's just a bunch of people out there having fun, shooting the shit with each other, communing around a sport. It's fun.
Knowing that in 3 hours they're going to be fucking sad. Their whole day is going to be ruined.
Well, and that's where, when I was at the race, because I'm not a big race fan. I tried when I was a kid because everybody that I knew was all big on racing. And so they'd sit around all whatever Sunday or whatever day they race. And I was like, this is so boring. It's so boring to watch this on TV. But then when I actually got to go, I was like, okay, tailgating, it's fun. Good time. Everybody's having a good time. We're drinking, we're smoking, we're doing whatever. This is a blast. And then I went into the race and I was like, this is terrible. I don't enjoy any of this.
People ruin it.
Yes.
God, they ruin everything. But who doesn't ruin anything? You guys. And we thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and listening to us fumble our way through giving people advice. Actually, I think we did very well today.
Yeah, I'm proud of us.
If you would enjoy more of this, if you would have enjoyed more, what the fuck am I talking about? If you would like more fucking Two Daddies Judging Baddies, you go to patreon.com/Mike and Dylan. And for a monthly fee, get bonus episodes.
Wolfbeard.
Yeah, Wolfbeard. Right now we're doing the Wolfbeard saga. It is amazing. Well worth the Patreon. To our Patreons, even if you ain't a Patreon, listen, we love everybody. It doesn't matter if you sign up or not. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, you guys are the reason that we do this. You're the reason that we can do this. And we love you so much, and we will see you guys next time.
Later.